Hey guys, today I'm going to be unboxing the Real Grade 00 Quant. So here we have the latest in the Real Grade line, a line that I personally really enjoy, so I'm always excited to check out a new Real Grade kit. I want to say a big thank you to MindFenix Hobby Store for supplying me with this kit to share with you guys. So thank you to them. If you guys are living in Australia, please do check out their site. So yeah, we got the 00 Quant. I've actually never watched the Awakening the Trailblazer. I think that's where this is from, if that's correct, right? Yes. And I've never watched that. I watched the 00 series. First and second season, just never really got around to watching the movie. Guess I'll have to watch that someday. I am in the camp of being sort of just kind of meh on the 00 series. I don't love it, I don't hate it, I'm just sort of like, yeah, it's okay, I watched it once, I'm not really in a big hurry to watch it again, but it's fine. There was moments of it that I really quite enjoyed, so yeah. Cool series. Anyway, looking forward to checking this one out. Looks like a really nice kit, of course. Like I said, I love the RG line. I like that this one doesn't really seem to have some of the things that I think are kind of forced in some RG kits, because I think the first couple RGs kind of really set the tone that people expect, like a lot of like multi-tone colors, like multiple tones of white, multiple tones of blue, or whatever. In this case would be blue. That's cool, but I think it's not always necessary. So like a design like this, that wouldn't really be something I would really care about. For the RX-78 too, it's cool because it gives it that sort of more mechanical kind of look to it. This one I think is not really intending to have that same sort of realistic look to it. So that is something that I think I'm not really too upset about. So the marking decals looks relatively RG style, but again, that also looks not quite as much as other kits, which I'm personally okay with. Anyway, I'm not going to use them anyway. It's just stickers. So let's get around to looking at the box here. Here, you've been looking at the front here for long enough. This is just, of course, typical RG style box art. Very nice. Here on the side, we can see this is number 21 in the line. I believe I've maybe built half of that, maybe a little bit more than half, possibly. Here on the bottom, we got the just face view there again, the CG render. Here we can see a bit about the inner frame. I believe, I'm not sure if this is a fully new inner frame or if it's the same inner frame as the 00 Riser. I don't remember. I'll have to check. I don't remember that offhand, but we'll see here soon enough. And just a bit about the frame and stickers and gimmicks and all of that. Here's what the kit is going to look like. Just snapped up out of the box, nothing else, just snapped and stickered, and that's it. The figure, though, does look pretty cool. I like the pose of the figure there, sort of like leaning like that. It's Setsuna, I would imagine. I believe that's who the pilot of this is. And then here we can see just some action poses with the big mega sword. I'm sure that has a certain name. You guys are going to let me know in the comments. And then other different sword combinations you can do here with that. I believe these are called like sword bits or something. I think that's correct. Sorry, again, I'm not an expert on this design. It's not really personally one of my favorite designs. There's certain aspects of it that I like, certain aspects that I'm not really too big of a fan of. I'll talk about that probably more in the review. I don't want to get too much into it at this time. 2,500 yen, standard RG price for this, so that's nice. Here we can see we do have some typical RG style advertisements for other versions of the kit. Master grade, a perfect grade version of the 00 Riser. On the other side, we've got the HG and the BB Senshi versions there. In their first bag, here's our multicolored A runner, then B, and I would guess maybe possibly C runner there, as well as all of our stickers. And a bunch of effect parts. One thing that I don't like about this kit and that I didn't like about the standard release 00 Riser is this green is too dark green for me. I think it's a little bit too dark. That's why I really enjoyed the P Bandai 00 Riser that I took a look at, which was the Trans Am Riser. That was great because this green was like a really fluorescent color. Really nice. I'm sure that version of this kit will probably come out later this year as an Expo exclusive or something. Here's some more white parts, blue parts, and more gray frame parts. Let's go in here. Of course, we've got our GBWC 2016 advert. We've got a Gundam Cross War advert. And our manuals. The manual is going to be RG style here. Just the face on the back where all the marking stickers are going to be going on the front, back, sides, weapons, accessories, and then there's our color chart. Colors for the mobile suit and for the pilot there as well. Just going through this, we've got here our parts list. So there's going to be some parts here, just a couple that we're not going to be using. Looks like here, just because these runners are doubled up. So we're not going to be using a couple of those doubles. And then the B runner is inner frame, so not going to be using one of those. Again, just doubled parts. So then going through the construction here, we're going to start off with the frame of the leg. Or maybe just building all the frame first, is that right? That would be kind of interesting if that is. This looks like, yeah, it looks like we're possibly building all of the frame first. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. So that's like similar to the 1/100 scale Iron Blood Orphans kits, where we build the frame first, then the other stuff. I think this is the first time that an RG kit has done that in this way. So we build all the frame first, which will be kind of cool, and then go back and then start adding the armor, starting with the feet. So going from the feet up to the legs, and then torso. Not really a whole lot going on there. A torso, skirt armor, then arms, right arm, left arm. Then we're building the head. The head, I guess, doesn't have enough of an inner frame to constitute building that before. So we're just going to build all that head up, then building the sort of backpack on there, relatively simple, and then onto the weapons. We're going to be building that huge thing going on the side there, or maybe not, that's just part of the backpack apparently. And then the weapons. So here we're going to be building all this. GN shield and GN sword bit. That's a typo. That's kind of embarrassing on Bandai's part that they didn't catch that. You'd think for these releases they would check that a little better. GN Shiled and GN Sword Bit. Interesting. Good job, Bandai. That's something I would expect from a third-party brand, not you. And then here, just all the gimmicks, how you're going to transform the thing, all that. We'll take a look at that in the review. So let's get into looking at the runners. Alright, so first off is our sticker sheet here. Not really the biggest sticker sheet. This is actually probably one of the smallest sticker sheets that I've ever seen for an RG. Here we have all the foil stickers here, and a lot of these are going to be going underneath the GN condensers and stuff like that. And before anyone asks, I am not going to be giving this sticker sheet away, so please don't ask this time. I am going to be needing at least a good portion of these just kind of showing in the review, and so I'm just going to keep this whole sheet. So don't ask this time, but it is a nice set for anyone who is going to be getting this kit if you are interested in using these stickers. Here's our A runner with 4 different colors. White in this section here, a few yellow parts there, 5 of them looks like, blue in the center, and then some of that dark clear green there at the top. These runners are going to have the marking of RG 1/44 scale 00 Quanta, actually the Japanese. And just to show you guys, as I was wondering if this clear is going to be UV reactive, but as you can see when I shine my UV light on that, I'm pretty much getting nothing. There's no UV reaction at all with these. So not only is that color, I think, too dark, but it's also, I think probably because of the darkness of it, it's not going to react to any UV light at all, which for most people is probably not going to be a big deal because they're not going to display it with UV lights, but I think that's a little bit disappointing. Here also on the A runner is the pilot figure. You can see there. Runner B is our Advanced MS Joint 7. So this runner is from 2014, so I believe this is the same inner frame that we use for the 00 riser. That would make sense anyway. So here is our parts all molded in that same two-tone gray we have here, lighter and darker gray for the inner frame. Runner C is another 4-color runner here, white all along the bottom, just standard gray all across the midsection there for some more inner frame kind of parts. Red there across the top, and then here is just some plain clear. These are going to be parts for making an sort of stand for the big, huge buster sword weapon thing. Runner D is simply going to be some more parts here molded in white, and we are going to have 2 of this D runner, all complete with the same kind of nice details you would expect from an RG kit. Runner E is more just gray, plain gray inner frame parts here, so we do have 2 of this E runner as well. Runner F is a small little runner of more blue parts, and this is actually a different blue from the blue on the A runner. This is a slightly darker blue, so we are going to have 2 tones of blue in there for this kit, and we do have 2 of this F runner as well. G runner is back to more just frame and hand parts here for just all in gray as well. And again, gotta love those little details in there. It's looking really, really nice. And finally, runner H is our more dark, clear green parts here for the swords and GN condensers, all those kind of effect parts, and we do have 2 of this runner as well, and that's it. So that's it for unboxing the RG 00 Quant, or 00 Quanta, I guess, if you want to go with a Japanese pronunciation, or whatever the correct pronunciation is, I don't know. Anyway, 00 Quant, that's what it is. That's what we unboxed. That's what I hope you guys enjoyed it watching. So if you do have any other questions or comments, please leave those down below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys coming up in the review up next. Bye bye.